Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're on Reddit. You already know the vibes, and we're talking about Karen stories. So yeah, before we get into this, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Reddit, link in the description. Follow me on Twitch, sub here, and know what? Let's get straight into the video. Back in the day, Blockbuster, I would get screamed at all the time for telling people they still had movies out when they returned it. I would live for the moment where they hastily run up to the Dropbox the next day, return the movie, and then book it out there as fast as they could. Our next story is this. I had a woman complaining to my boss because I could switch back and forth two languages when addressing coworkers, and she found it distressing and unprofessional, as she could not understand what I'm discussing as if I were her business. My manager politely laughed at her and told her we'd deliver her order to her house. Alright, so, I don't know why people take this so seriously. If people want to talk to each other in different languages so you don't understand, I don't see what the problem with that is. Mostly, they're probably discussing how you're crazy, which that's probably what I would do, but know what, we move on to the next story. We have a pretty new Reddit story. Ma'am, there's nothing more I can do for you. I need to leave immediately. If you still have concerns, please contact our corporate office. Alternatively, when I owned my own business, we're done here. You have to complete lunatic to waste your time after that. The biggest problems I ever had were not as a manager. They were as an employee who worked retail, high school, and college. That's when you get all the crappy Karens. Indeed, because when you're working retail and stuff, Karens think they can walk all over you just because you're a high school or a college student, which, yeah, you can do that, but it's probably not ideal, and it's not very nice, because they're also, let's say you're working at a grocery store, they can, like, destroy your stuff, and I would not do that to fast food workers, because they can spit in your food. Not saying I would if I worked fast food, but you know what? If you really piss me off, I mean, you never know. But in all seriousness, just treat people with respect. I mean, it's not that hard to do. And yeah, let's get into our final story. I actually wanted to end this video on the Karen's not a story, but pretty much how they were actually getting offended on a word Karen. And I'm going to talk about that real quick. I honestly think if you're willing to do all this stuff a normal Karen does, or pretty much anything that's disrespectful or mean, I'm sorry, you kind of deserve to be called a Karen. I mean, if you're just annoyed at someone or having a bad day, one, don't bring it out on them, but two, you're probably not considered a Karen if you're having a one-time experience, but just don't bring it out on other people, because honestly, that's probably a Karen story. That's probably gonna end up on Reddit. But yeah, I honestly don't really care if people get offended by Karen story on the Karen definition or whatever, and how they're upset about it. I honestly don't understand why, but you know what? Just don't be a Karen, and yeah, that's gonna end the video here. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you like these videos. I like to make them; they're fun. So yeah, more Reddit videos coming, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, peace. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitch. Use my Reddit. Just put anything you want on there. It's fun to do, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'm out. Peace. Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're telling Karen Reddit stories, right? And this one I'm actually really looking forward to, but before we start, like, subscribe, on notifications, because it is really appreciated, and yeah, sub to the main channel, and yeah, let's get into this Karen video. Alright, so story number 1. I worked at a car wash, and some guy came through. Well, it was negative 40 degrees with the chill. He was yelling at us because apparently the water froze on his rims of his car. He got embarrassed and left. I said, "That's what water does when it's cold." And yeah, that's not a 10 out of 10 play from Mr. Carman. because he probably got in trouble by his manager, mostly because that's how the world is nowadays. As a manager, I never really let go. Never let it get to that level. Ma'am, there's nothing more I can do for you. I need you to leave immediately. So if you have concerns, please contact our corporate office. Alternatively, when I own my own business, we're done here. You have to be a complete lunatic to waste your time after that. The biggest problem I ever have had were not as a manager. They were as an employee working retail in high school and college. That's when you get those really crappy Karens. Alright, on to the next story. I had a woman complaining to my boss because I would switch back and forth between two languages when addressing coworkers, and she found it distressing and unprofessional as she couldn't understand what I was discussing, as if we were her business. My manager politely laughed at her, told her we'd deliver her order to her house. Know what? These are Karens just honestly just being psychopaths. It doesn't matter what language you're speaking in because they're delivering your package, and maybe somehow your package mysteriously gets broken. So I suggest you shut up and stop being a Karen. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, so, a new Reddit, yeah, I don't get many Karens, but it's a pretty memorable one. I greeted her with a friendly good morning, how are you? And she cut me off asking if we scanned the app. I work at Target. I said yes, as long as if, it's not the QR code, our system can't read it. She asked why. I said not sure, they just haven't been able to update it. I guess continued to ask me how many calories were in a drink, and that drink, the whole time there's a huge ass line. She claimed she didn't have service to look it up on her phone. Or my bad, on her app. So I was nice enough to do it on mine. She eventually settles on a pink drink and shows her app for me to scan it in QR code, and so I said, "Oh, sorry, that's actually the QR code. We can't scan that." And she just stared at me. So I repeated her total and paid with a card and said, "So when I asked if you could scan the app, what did you think I meant?" I just stared at her, said I knew exactly what you meant. Target system just can't scan QR code. She just let out a big sigh and walked away. The family before her had about 7 kids. She had to wait 6 minutes for her drink. Wow, I didn't know you could be that much of a Karen. You guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you like these Reddit videos, because I really enjoyed making this Karen video because I think it's hilarious. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the main channel. We're almost at 120 subs, and to follow me on Twitch, even though I don't stream on there. Thank you. Back to another video on the channel, and today it's another Reddit video, and you know, one thing that we all love and hate are Karens. And know what, before we get into the stories, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, obviously, and yeah, follow me on Twitch, because I don't know, I kind of like Twitch, and yeah, subscribe to the main channel, and yeah, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so this first story takes place in Peachtree City, Georgia. Well, I was driving a golf cart back to my friend's multi-million-dollar house. An old lady pulled her car in front of me on the golf cart path and asked what I was doing in her neighborhood, and she had never seen me before. I explained I was going to my friend's house. They were family friends. She was on the phone with the police when friend's dad showed up. He was her lawyer. She apologized profusely, but he had to remind her that the golf cart path was open to public regardless of the status. Alright, that one was pretty good. A Karen story. I'm gonna try to find one more. I got the next story, and yeah, let's get straight into this. Alright. Alright, so this story takes place with me and my friend, alright? And me and my friend, we were just playing with our lightsabers, because we're massive Star Wars fans, especially when we were younger. And me and my friend, we were playing with our lightsabers, and this Karen comes and really gets mad at us, right? And the best part is that she was getting super angry with us, um, and you won't believe why. She said she went up to us and she said, "Well, you're destroying my concrete pathway, and I don't like it. And I'm very upset with you." And us being a little pretty much 10-year-olds. We were confused, and obviously we didn't say anything back. One, because she was the manager, so it was kind of like a Karen who was a manager, and she was a manager of an apartment complex, and I didn't want my friend to get evicted. And pretty much the Karen, we just ran away, went into his apartment. We told his older brother, and we didn't really do anything about it. But yeah, she still the manager to this day. And yeah, I honestly thought that story was pretty good, especially because it's mine. And yeah, I think we're gonna do one more Karen story, hopefully. But yeah, let's try to find one more to wrap up this video. Find any good ones. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't be a Karen. Follow me on Twitch. Sub to the main channel. Almost at 120 subs. And yeah, final thing. Also subscribe here. Turn on notifications. I'm out. Peace.